Mayuka turns to defenders. Mayuka, and he's being the goalkeeper. Last minute from Mayuka. Here we go with Lacazette. Already he's being won. Lacazette to finish, and that is a top left-hand corner. Lacazette scores after only 4 minutes. Hey guys, and welcome to the first part of the January transfer window. So before we move on into the transfer window and sign and maybe sell some players later on, we've now got a massive game against Watford and our final game of 2016. But also a question of the day, I want to make this more of a discussion between you guys. And I just want to talk about the Barcelona versus Bayern Munich a few days ago. And first question is, do you think Neuer is the best goalkeeper right now on the planet and ever as well? You could say that. And also with Messi, is this the best Messi we've ever seen? Get involved in the discussion as well, guys, because I read every single comment. And also if you guys could smash over 500 likes on another episode later on today, that would be absolutely incredible. But before we move on into the first game, I've actually got another international management offer, this time from USA, and I was thinking this could be interesting because I could maybe take USA to like a mid kind of team at the moment to the top, but using some of the great young talent they have, the likes of Yedlin and those kind of players, and that Bayern Munich player as well. But that could be interesting, so leave a comment down below with whether I should take this job offer. But anyway, let's now move on into the first game of the episode against Watford. Oh, this is not good. Watford now 3-on-2, finding Dini. And look at that, what a tackle that was from Sule. Just rolling along the floor, trying to get the ball. But now back into the box. We have to win it, and it's gone past Forster. And Watford have taken the lead. Not the start we wanted to make. And this happened last episode as we started off against Chelsea. We gave up a goal after only 5 minutes. And this time it's Forestieri who beats Forster. And Watford take the lead. Going to try and look for Thiago. That must be a free kick. Yes, finally, there we are. So Thiago is definitely going to take this free kick. A chance to get now back into this game. We're going to go for the right corner. It's Thiago with the free kick. And it's saved from the goalkeeper. Could have been his 4th free kick of the season so far. Through the middle. Now to Elia. Elia to make it 1-1. And he puts it in past the goalkeeper. Elia's on the score sheet. And what a ball that was from Lacazette. Straight through the defence. And Elia was there. It's a great finish past the goalkeeper. And at first I thought he missed it. But he goes in. And that's all that matters. Now let's hopefully get the lead before the end of the half. Right, can Klein do anything here? Back into Dybala. Dybala with the space. Dybala to finish. And that is a cracking finish from Dybala. We are 2-1 up against Watford. That is amazingly worked as well. Dybala found the space and he beat one defender. And it all came from great work on the right side. Right, here goes Lacazette. We're going to go with the long shot with Lacazette. And it's gone wide of the mark. But he has definitely been the best player in this game. He's been a lot better than he has been recently. But here come the new changes as Elia and Dybala coming off now for Tadic and Kingsley Coman. But I don't know why Watford are doing so well this season. How has Dini kept that? Now Watford on the ball again. Right, we have to defend this cross. Don't let the ball come in. That's Forster's ball. Why didn't he come out for it? He gives me a heart attack sometimes. But now it's back out early as far as Murray. Go make the tackle now. He got past 2, but good defending. Only as far as the Watford play yet again, but Rodriguez is there. Ball's going to be taken from Rodriguez. Sule's there, and that's the end of the game. Sule scores the 3rd and final goal. What a lead that was from the 6'5" German. And what a ball that was from Jay Rodriguez. Oh, ball comes in. Missed a tackle, and that Sule goal has become very important because Watford have just scored in the final minute. And that was the final chance of the game. So it's a 3-2 win to start off today's episode. And that's a great way to start off, guys. But anyway, it is now time to move on into the January transfer window. And it's time to sell some big players maybe. And sign some big players as well. Man City lost to Swansea. So that means we now have a 3-point gap to Man City at the top of the table. I'll just show you before we move on into the transfer window. And we've got a game against West Ham in a few days' time. But Arsenal are still currently top, and they're still currently only 1 goal ahead of us. Southampton ourselves are in 2nd, and Man City now 3 points behind after their loss in 3rd place. Our budget for the transfer window is going to be just over £10 million and a wage budget of just under £40,000. So we are still currently rocking this 3-5-2 formation. And looking at the team, I'm thinking maybe I could swap Elia for Memphis Depay, and it looks like Memphis Depay is leaving PSV to go to Man United. But look where we are on the table now, 2nd place. Obviously Depay would pick us over Man United, currently ahead of Man United in the table, so that's why. But looking at the team, I'm thinking maybe if Wanyama leaves, I could buy another CDM. I've got a few I've lined up in the shortlist. But apart from that, I'm actually sorted for the transfer window. But we're going to start off now with an offer for Thomas Müller. So as I said before, we're going to use Tadic in the deal. He is worth 13 million. So could I get away with offering maybe 10, maybe a bit less than that? So we'll go with £6 million. Let's see what Bayern Munich say to that. I'm not expecting them to come back and say yes. But it looks like it says there, the deal looks like it could happen. So maybe I could get Müller into this Southampton team. So I see Memphis Depay as the younger version of Elliott on this game. They have similar skill moves and also have similar stats and stuff like that. So they got similar pace and also acceleration as well. So I just see this guy as the new Elliott for this team. And a lot of you guys will say that he's so common on the game, but I've never used Depay apart from the start of FIFA 15, and since then his stats have gone up so much, so I just want to try him out. And if you guys want me to sign Depay, we won't sign Depay, simple as that. No way Forster's going for 4.9 million, but now Lacazette has been offered from Bayer Leverkusen for 37.5 million. That is amazing, that is an absolutely fantastic offer. But Lacazette is playing great football, has a bright future. His market value should be between 51.9 million and 77 million. I'm just not sure what to do. So we'll go with something crazy. We'll go with maybe 100 million. Is that too much? We'll go with 80 million. So before we move on with the transfer window, we're going to now move on into the second game of today's episode. And this is my starting lineup. It's pretty much the same as usual. The only thing is I've brought in Coman as a right winger. And also my back three is now Zuma, Fonte and John Stones, simply because my fitness wasn't good enough to use Sule or Jimenez, for example. So we're now into the West Ham game, and this should be an interesting one because they have Andy Carroll and Danny Ings up front, both great in the air, and Danny Ings has got some great finishing and pace. Don't concede early again. Nolan now into Danny Ings, back in field, but Wanyama's there. Terrible touch, and that should be a penalty maybe, but let's now go with Elia. Oh, okay, this is not good. Danny Ings on the ball, finding Andy Carroll now. He's got past, and Carroll scores the opening goal. Again, we have gone down early on, and that is just simply poor defending. What can he do here? He releases Thiago. Thiago with the shot, and what a save that was from Adrian. How did Thiago find the space to go with the shot? Oh my god, what little cheat. Kouyaté just completely took out Elia. I was through there. I saw Lacazette making the run, and then Kouyaté comes along, swipes his legs. But this could be interesting. Thiago's going to take the free kick. We're going to go with all 4 bars of power. Thiago, and it's just wide. And Adrian was nearly beaten there from that far out. Yes, Rodriguez is found. Cut back inside. Rodriguez, that has to be a penalty. And the referee blows his whistle. A massive chance now to end the first half. And that is just terrible there from Collins. That is a definite penalty. And Lacazette is going to take it. And it's on the yellow, but Lacazette to the top left-hand corner. Lacazette scores a goal. He beats Adrian. It's 1-1 as we go into the second half. Lacazette with a perfect penalty, and there's no way he's saving that. Man City losing yet again to Chelsea, and Arsenal beating Newcastle 1-0. But it's looking so good at the moment, and maybe if we score 2 more goals in the second half, as it stands, we could go top of the table, which would be absolutely amazing after this West Ham game. But it's going to be a tough second half. Definitely West Ham have the chance to win the game. Back into Elia. What can he do? Going to cut back inside. Elia now with the long shot. Good save from Adrian. But we're definitely having more chances since the Andy Carroll goal in the first half. Elia's going to take the corner. Let's look here to Lacazette. And it goes past him. And where the hell is my midfield? It goes straight to Danny Ings. Thiago to take it. Right, can we beat the wall? Thiago, 2 bars of power. And he beats it. And Thiago, I'm just done. Thiago is the best player I've ever used. He's just incredible. Thiago scores, I think, now his 5th free kick of the season. He's just incredible, this guy. He just doesn't stop scoring free kicks. I might as well just press the 3 bars of power, 2 bars of power, leave the controller and let it go in. It's just absolutely amazing. Carroll with the ball in. It's a great ball to Firmino, but Forster is there. I think that's West Ham's first good chance of the game since they scored in the first half. We've definitely been the better team. Deserve to be leading. That should be a free kick. Referee, where's the free kick? Now Firmino on the ball. Right, what can he do here? He's going to look inside to Kouyaté, but Zuma is there with a great tackle. Now through to Lacazette. Can he beat the defender? Lacazette is too good and too quick as well. Lacazette to finish the game, and he puts it past the goalkeeper. Another 3-1 result at the moment, and Lacazette is on fire in today's episode. Now he's now 3-1. Oh, even the skills coming out. It's a bit of a shame it didn't work, but Coman wins it back. No free kick. Coman now to make it 4-1, and he beats Adrian, and it's now 4-1 versus West Ham. How are we beating them by this margin? Through to Coman again. Coman now to make it 5. Coman to finish. It's off the post. 5-1 would have been, I think, our biggest result of this career mode so far. Rodriguez is going to take it into Kazuma, and it's off the crossbar. Can we win it again? Why can't I select Coman? But that is a fantastic result against West Ham. A 4-1 win. Lacazette scores 2 goals, and Thiago obviously scoring the free kick. Coman scored the goal, and that makes it 4-1. Nearly made it 5 as well. But let's now move on back into the transfer window, and that should surely put us top of the league. So it looks like Bayern Leverkusen don't want to spend the $90 million counter offer. They've offered 38.4 million. And sorry, Leverkusen, that's not going to happen because he's just had an amazing game. His form is excellent, and I wouldn't even sell him for more than 70 million. But now PSG, they still want Forster, and again, the same answer, that's not going to happen. Why do so many teams want Forster? This time Wolfsburg and then Stuttgart as well. I think I've had about maybe 10, maybe 15 different teams offer up for Forster, and now another one, Everton, have offered up, and this time 5.5 million. He's not that good, for God's sake. We're going to make an offer now for Wilfried Zaha. He's worth 5.5 million, and we're going to go and offer up Mane in replacement. So this could look amazing. We've got Coman, we've got Wilfried Zaha, Lacazette up front. How good could that be? So we'll go with Mane, and let's see what they say to that, because I like Mane, I like Elia, but they're nearly 30 years old, and they're just not got much of a future. But on the other hand, Zaha, Coman, they've got great potential, and even better stats as well. So we're now going to make an offer for Madrid's Isco, and I've had a look at the fixtures and the results and that kind of thing, just to see if Isco has actually played this season for Real Madrid in this career mode series, and he has barely played all season. He's unhappy. I think he was content at the moment, but early on in the season he was, I think, unhappy. So let's just get him out of this club, and let's hopefully get him into this Southampton team. We're going to go with Tadic, and we're also going to offer up maybe 7-8 million. So let's go with 7 million plus Tadic, and let's see what Real Madrid say to the offer. I want you guys to let me know if you think this could be a good offer to go for. I've just played West Ham, and Kouyaté was one of the best players in the West Ham team. But what I was thinking of doing was offering up Wanyama, because if I don't maybe offer or accept one of the transfers I get for Wanyama, the board will actually sell him for like something stupid like 2.5 million. And let's see what West Ham say to that, because Kouyaté, for me, is quicker, he's stronger, and Wanyama, he's been at this club for like 3 seasons now. It's time to try some new players. So Napoli have just offered up 38 million for Lacazette. So we're going to go with a counter offer of 85 million. And I don't think there's any chance of me selling this guy during this January transfer window. And now for Miyuka, who's worth £8 million now, and they've offered up 7 million. And again, I think I'll counter offer because he's not getting much game time, but I do like him, so I'm going to reject the offer because Miyuka is Miyuka, and he's the best sub player I do have at the moment. So we're now into a sim game in the FA Cup, and maybe I should have played this game. I just thought I've just played Watford in today's episode, so I'll just go ahead and sim the game, and it's a 2-0 loss. So we lose against Watford. Stones gets a sent off as well, and that's not a good first round in the FA Cup. We need to do better, and I thought I could sim the game, get away with beating Watford, but no, that's not going to happen. So now I have to focus on the Capital One Cup, and next season we'll focus on the FA Cup. So guys, we've got some new messages here. First of all, from Palace, Inter Milan, West Ham, and Real Madrid. So basically, I'm going to leave this till the next episode. Basically, I want you guys to leave comments down below with what players to go for and what players I need for this team. But that's going to be the end of today's episode, guys. Next episode, we're going to start off with a massive game. The first leg against Man United in the Capital One Cup. But leave a like on the video if you enjoyed and you want to see part 2 of the transfer window. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next episode.